Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This your boy Be Real Steve. God has been too good to us for us not to use our abilities, our gifts to just praise Him. In the process of praising Him, somebody else ends up getting blessed. That's one life that's changed. That's another life that's changed. Briefly, I just want to say that in order for us to make change in the world, the religious systems are going to have to come together. It's too much dying going on. It's too many parents getting hooked on drugs, daddy not being able to get a job out of prison. I truly believe that those are systems of people that we should target the most if we claim to love God. People who need to be touched, people who need to be educated, people who need to know that they're not alone. So several years ago, I was living in Valdosta, Georgia, and I seen what was taking place, and even in the projects of those cities. And it motivated me to write this poem, and the name of this poem is Dream Runs Deep. And in this poem, it's talking about the brokenness we see all on the scale. Right now, while I'm talking, some black boys getting shot down. Right before this poem is over, there's going to be several black boys shot down. Now that I'm wishing it on nobody or nothing, but that's just exactly what's going on in our nation. And we don't see many spiritual entities rising up. So name this piece is Dream Runs Deep. I hope somebody can be blessed by it and touched by it. Please share. Dream Runs Deep. Eternally, my mission is to be more than just a man. I'm a father that bothers by any and every way that he can. I will not be submitted and changed by the fortune and fame of money. I long to diagnose the spirit and soul of Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi, Floyd Rose, B.B. King, Jesus Christ, and the rest of them kings. I'm a leader, so I follow inspiration of leaders. And I'm a teacher, so I follow inspiration of teachers. They say if a man won't teach you right, it's clear to see that he won't treat you right. So in 2019, it's a must that I recite. So I can touch them welfare souls in the projects. As a matter of fact, it should be no such thing as the projects. And the cops don't stop on the block so they can find spots where my folks sell rock and cock Glocks at. I just want to make it so them felon convicted folks find hope. And old folks wonder why marijuana smoke still rolling the throats to them felon convicted folks. I don't know. I guess that kush give him a push to take his mind off the pain. I fight for equality and sunshine, but the only thing that falls in the project, y'all, yep, rain. Why don't each one teach one? Why don't every man grab a child by the hand? Maybe because the government ego is too big and it's too wide. And no, I'm not satisfied just because they built the Martin Luther King monument on the south side. It's located right in the middle where my people slack and lack dreams. It's supposed to be a place that represents freedom, but instead it's a place that represents the fiends. Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, all these other states. When do we miss out on the American dream? United we stand, divided we fall. Every man should grab a child by the hand because it's enough love for us all. I got a dream that runs deep, so it's a must that I speak. Somehow, somewhere, I got to get this dream off my chest. We're losing our kids daily on the grounds of the east and the grounds of the west. Should we stand there and watch, or should we grab these boys by the hand? No earthly father in sight, so these boys, they struggle to be a man. And what's even crazy is we support them 100% when they're averaging 1,000 yards. But once them Friday night lights go out, ain't nobody watch these boys in the dark. That's when life get hard. And they still and robbed. They get felony convicted so they can't find a government job. And what's even crazy, the old folks, all they do is sit around and say, child, I tell you, things used to be so different back in the day. Antique minds stuck in antiques times. We cannot compare today with yesterday's crime. Shall I say it one more time? Antique minds stuck in antique times. We cannot compare today with yesterday's crime. They get mad when the young folks speak. But these boys can't find no love in their own households, so they go and find in the streets. In the same streets, they steal and rob for material things. So crazy and yet amazing how many of these pawn shops selling AK-47s to teens. I got a dream that runs deep, so it's a must I speak. It's good when these preachers talk that good talk from the pulpit, but it's more vital for them to take it to the streets where these people can be reached. I got a dream that runs deep, so it's a must I speak. Somehow, some way, I got to get this dream off my chest. We're losing our kids daily on the grounds of the east and the grounds of the west. Should we stand there and watch, or should we grab these boys by the hand? No earthly father in sight, they struggle. No earthly father in sight, so they struggle. These boys struggle to become men. Thank y'all so much. Be blessed.